In this video, I'm reviewing the new Unitron Moxi Jump rechargeable hearing aid. Coming up. Hi guys, Cliff Olson, Doctor of Audiology and founder of Applied Hearing Solutions in Anthem, Arizona. And on this channel, I cover a bunch of hearing-related information to help make you a better informed consumer. So if you're into that, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to click the bell to receive a notification every time I post a new video. Unitron has just released their version of the made-for-any-phone hearing aid, and they have two different versions of these devices. The first one is the Moxi Fit. This is the 312 disposable battery option. But they also have the Moxi Jump R, which are the rechargeable version of these devices, and these happen to be the ones that I'm reviewing in this video. Since Sonova owns both Unitron and Phonak, it was just a matter of time before Unitron released their version of their hearing aid that uses the Sword 3.0 chip, which is the same chip that is used inside of the Phonak Audeo Marvels devices. But the similarities between these two devices don't end with the Sword 3.0 chip. They also use a very similar charging case for the rechargeable versions of these devices, and they also use the same exact receiver wires. But while there are some similarities between these two different brands, there are some unique things with the Unitron Moxi Fit and the Unitron Moxi Jump Rs. So let's go ahead and get into some of the pros of these devices, and the first one is, of course, the connectivity. With the majority of smartphone users using Android devices, it only makes sense to make a hearing aid that can connect to both Android and Apple devices. That being said, this is exactly what the Sword 3.0 chip allows these hearing aids to do. With 4 wireless protocols currently at Unitron's disposal, they can basically connect to any Bluetooth device, whether it's an Android device, whether it's an Apple device, and stream that audio directly into their hearing aids. Of course, when we're talking streaming audio, what we mean is taking music or audiobooks or podcasts or YouTube videos and sending that audio from your phone directly into your hearing aids without having to use any kind of intermediary device. When it comes to talking on phones, it is truly hands-free. So you have these devices paired with your phone. When a phone call comes in, you click a button to answer the phone. If you choose to reject the phone call, and if you're anything like me, you get about 30 spam calls a day, all you have to do is press and hold that push button. It sends it directly to voicemail. Once you're done on a phone call, you also press and hold, and you can end the phone call directly on the hearing aid. So you really do not have to have your phone out and on you at any point during a phone conversation. The second pro is SoundNav 3.0. This is Unitron's automatic environment classifier, so if you go into a calm situation where there's not a lot of background noise, the hearing devices can identify this and put you into the correct settings for that particular environment. But if you end up finding yourself going to a noisy situation like a restaurant, the hearing devices know this as well and put you into program settings that are ideal for that particular environment. So if you're the type of person who doesn't want to have to figure out if you need to make a program adjustment when you go into a different situation, the Unitron Moxi Jump really is a good option for you. The third pro is lithium rechargeability. Up until now, Unitron has been using a silver zinc rechargeable battery, but now they are switching it over to using lithium technology. And I really like this decision because lithium is proven to be the most reliable form of rechargeable battery in the industry at the current moment. And the other thing that I really like about lithium technology is that once you pull them out of the charger, they automatically turn on, so you don't have to fuss with the push button for turning them on and turning them off. The fourth pro is something that's very unique to Unitron, and this is called their Flex Upgrade option. Flex Upgrade is basically when you take their hearing aids and you can upgrade them to a higher level of technology. So let's say that you decided to pursue the basic level of technology when you first got your hearing aids. After several months, you discover that now that you can hear better, you find yourself in more social situations. Instead of having to go out and purchase new hearing aids to help you hear better in these more complex situations, all you have to do is have your hearing care professional upgrade your hearing aids to whatever technology level is best for you, and you just pay the difference for the upgrade. Same hardware, just new software inside of them and a hearing aid that performs better. Now I really like where Unitron has gone with these devices, but there are a few things that I'm still not a huge fan of, and the first one is the limited battery life. 16 hours of battery life is what the Moxi Jump Rs are designed to give you. That being said, 16 hours is the very bare minimum that I would ever recommend for a rechargeable hearing aid. This is because a lot of hearing aid users, if they are heavy users of their devices, may get up to or exceed 16 hours of use per day. That being said, individuals with more severe of a hearing loss, if you have to have a power receiver on the end of your hearing devices, you could actually eat up battery life even more and reduce it further down than 16 hours. That being said, if you're someone who streams a lot, that can also pull down your battery life significantly, and you can end up needing to recharge your hearing aid batteries throughout the day. The second thing that I'm not crazy about with the Unitron Moxi Jump rechargeable hearing aids is the thickness of them. These devices that use lithium rechargeable technology tend to be a little bit on the thicker side, but these devices I can particularly feel behind my ear, whereas most devices I cannot feel. And I can just tell that they fill up a little bit more space behind my ear. So this will give you a little bit of perspective of what they look like when I'm wearing them. I can feel them back there, and most hearing aids I can't feel when they're behind my ear. So this could be a particular issue if you're someone who wears glasses and you put them on. I can definitely feel that these kind of bump in to those devices behind my ear. Now you could probably make it work by sliding them on and pushing the hearing aids out a little bit, but you can see that that actually pushes my ears out quite a bit. And the third thing that I'm not a huge fan of is the rollout of additional features and form factors down the road. Now this is something that other hearing aid manufacturers do as well, but with Unitron we really don't know when these other features are going to become available, when these other form factors are going to become available. So if you're the type of person who wants a telecoil inside of your hearing devices, I can't really tell you when these devices are going to come out. You're just going to kind of have to play the waiting game. Also, if you're someone who needs a remote listening device so you can hear better in a noisy situation, these devices may or may not even have access to those down the road, and it becomes a waiting game to see if they do. Cons aside, the Unitron Moxi Jump R and Moxi Fit build upon an already solid offering from Unitron, and they are leapfrogging other manufacturers when it comes to connectivity. So if you are in the market for a new set of hearing aids, these may be a good option for you. Just remember, it does not matter how good your hearing aids are unless you've had them programmed correctly using real ear measurement. Now, if you don't know what real ear measurement is, I highly recommend that you watch my video that I will link in the description. That's it for this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. If you liked the video, please share it. And if you want to see other videos just like this one, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'll see you next time.